www.outoflives.net.
Hi everybody, I'm Ben, here again, playing some more Dreams. Today, I'm going to be looking at some more top quality experiences. So more Dreams I've already experienced, but I think are really, really good, really well made. You can probably hear my voice is still a little bit croaky, but feeling good. So let's jump into these. This first one is Into the Unknown by AGACY. We'll jump into it and I'll tell you why I think this is top quality. I don't think it's all finished yet. At least the last time I played it, it hadn't been completed. Ooh, there is an update 1.1. We don't need a description. We're just going to jump into play. You can already see from where it popped up saying AGACY presents the peeling away of the panel, and you know it started off with this sort of sci-fi space, this sci-fi sort of zone, and suddenly you're in this kind of landscape. But it presented to me sort of straight away just this level of animation, this level of quality, and I stop and everything else stops with it. And I think this is a very strong opening to a game, to a game, to a dream. It's already set in inverted, which really helps,
Hello, can I help you?
it's got some good voice acting. And you get to choose stuff.
That's right, you must be our volunteer.
I guess I am.
The camera for facial verification.
No camera. Look. Follow the line, and boom.
That's the spirit. I can see you're ready for your adventure.
I think it's just...
will assist you once inside the facility. Good luck, volunteer.
I think it's just so well made. It's, the animations, lots of stuff going on that just shows that a lot of quality has gone into the time, into the building of these kind of components and things. We won't spoil the game. We won't spend too long in it. We'll run through this. Oh yeah, he stays to your side. I remember now. So you literally what? It's just, I mean, just look at the way everything kind of moves. Things fold together. Things fit. You can see just these little small elements. It just works very well. And it's got this, you know, obviously there's some comparisons that can be made to something like Portal. And it's got this sort of like sci-fi vibe to it to start with. Yes. Is that the key? It is the key. Whoop. Okay, good. Already some little puzzles going on to allow you to kind of progress. I don't remember doing that on the last time. I don't remember doing that at all. And there's other stuff going on, you know, these other little E-bots as they're called. We're obviously going this way, following the line. Can I go yet? Can I go? I want to go. Let me go. Where can I go? What am I missing? What have I forgotten to do? Have I forgotten to do something? No, surely not. Surely I could just progress. Maybe I didn't get close enough. I think I've got to put the key in there again. I'm sure I didn't have to do the key last time. Definitely didn't have to do this last time. So, brilliant that this is changed. And that there's extra stuff to do, or stuff that I can't remember since I played through it first time. But it just has a really good quality about it. And it's just, these animations are just really good. They're really, really fluid, really smooth. And it just gives you a really good vibe about kind of the atmosphere, the tech that they've got. Can they? Lock codes can be found anywhere in the environment. Where is the lock code then? Is it down there? It's still down there. What do you mean lock codes can be found anywhere in the environment? I don't remember having to do this. What's going on? I just want to show people the thing. The bit. Oh, there it is. Okay, so right down. So, yeah. Cool. But again, super good quality that they've been adding stuff and extra things kind of coming into this. And you'll find as you progress through that it gets a little bit more sci-fi, and suddenly you enter into this kind of this realm of kind of unknown. Lots of different worlds to explore kind of further on within this. But I think we'll just leave it there. I just wanted to show that level of animation. And again, just this little scene taking you through a little kind of like almost like a loading scene, just to take you between scenes, take you between areas. I will actually, before we go, I will just show this last bit. If it's the same, if it remains the same. Yeah, look at that. Just the way the wall moves. Oh, it's just so good. Just this level of animation is just fantastic within this sort of space. Obviously, the parallels to things like Portal are gonna pull on my strings a little bit. It's gonna be something that I'm instantly kind of going to engage with and want. So we'll leave it here for the moment. You can go and explore a little bit more, but that is Into the Unknown by AGACY. Very, very well made little game, which is quite expansive for a game in Dreams as well. Something that I follow, so I know when extra stuff has been added, when more levels have gone into it, and something that I really want to see through to the end. You know, it's slightly engaging story, taking you through and driving you through these other places that you go and visit. But that is Into the Unknown, and we shall move on to something else which is very, very well made. This is Wind Up, in brackets, isometric action, so you know what type of game you're getting into with this. It's by Fireburn02, or a game by Figburn, obviously another name that they go by. It has been recommended by Media Molecule, and it was a nominee for Dream of the Year at the first annual IMPYS Awards, and I can very much see why. I want to highlight this game for a lot of reasons, really. I mean, it's one of the only games I've seen that has this isometric view, and that pulls it off really well. You know, you can see one of those walls move just there. It's kind of, it is action. It's got that kind of dungeon crawler vibe to it, and it jumps you kind of almost straight in with understanding how the game plays. So, you know, you're walking through everything, destroying stuff, taking on enemies, to this really good atmospheric kind of level. I like how the music actually kicks in when you get into combat. You know, it's not there all the time, and there's various elements. So suddenly I picked up some bombs, which can help and progress me past lots of stuff. There's lots of boxes to kind of try and get more. Luckily, I remember that was coming the first time. That scared the shit out of me. Try and kite this guy without taking too much damage, which I'm not able to do. Oh, just get hit once and then. Ah! Terrible kiting. Couldn't run around him quick enough to keep those fireballs away from me. So, I mean, even just look at the light and the shadow on that back wall. The explosions of the barrels. All of the different things that make this experience up. Let's follow the little lines. Look, again, the walls pop down. Whoa, run into that one. Gotta move away, gotta move away. And it's just very well made. Take the hit. Take a couple of hits, that was a bit harsh. Got hit a couple of times there when I didn't need to. And you know, you progress through this and there's little characters to talk to. If you progress through towards, or at least towards the end of what I've played, there's actually a boss further on for you to come up against. And everything has this lovely sort of charm to it, while still being kind of this very atmospheric dungeon crawler. This guy with a giant scythe, just telling us what's on. And moving through into different areas. It does have that kind of, you know, Hollow Knight, almost kind of Dark Soulsy sort of vibe to it in terms of its kind of aesthetic and things. But we're going to leave that there. This is, again, Wind Up Isometric Action by Fireburn02, or something else within the actual description, which I don't remember. There we go, Figburn. There we go, by Figburn. But it's definitely one to jump into. You'll probably be with it for maybe 20 minutes or something like that, getting through to the boss, making your way to the town, doing all of the things within this, and hopefully it's something that may be expanded upon with more areas, more bosses, more stuff to do, branching paths perhaps. But yeah, I can absolutely see why this is a Media Molecule suggested game. So we'll have one more for you today, something else which again I think is really well made and worth highlighting. We'll jump to it now. Finally today we're going to look at Kubrick. This is by the _ Burgervan, who we've featured before, who made Great Job Human, Good Job Human, Great Job Human, something like that. That little Astrobot style game that we featured in one of the first videos that I did. You can see, it's actually won at the first annual IMPYS Awards Best Gameplay, and again is recommended by Media Molecule. I love a puzzle game. Absolutely, puzzle games are one of my favourite genres, and I love it when puzzle mechanics are put into other games. This is a puzzle game, all about cubes. You're a character making your way around a cube, and you'll see that you kind of have to move the cube around, essentially. You're controlling kind of both the character and the cube. It's got a lot of this kind of lead into it, some cool sort of cool graphics to draw you in. Press X to cube. Okay. And it's just, I mean, it's so well made, isn't it? Just knowing and seeing all of these extras, rather than just throwing you straight into the puzzles. It wants you to be engaged. It wants you to have a little bit of care about kind of what you're playing. Again, a good puzzle game, but elevated by this level of detail and all of this extra work that's gone into, you know, making a full experience, making a game, rather than just a set of mechanics for you to kind of play through. And you know, even the character is made up of lots of cubes. No, he's lost some of his power. Gets you feeling for him sort of straight away. Nice atmospheric music, little sci-fi sort of tones to it. Yeah, it takes you a little while to get into it, but you know, we're at that point I think with Dreams where this is kind of the level of experience that I want now. Something a bit more fleshed out that pulls me in more than just here's a game, play it. Here's some mechanics, experience them. I seem to remember. Yeah, there you go. Here are the cubes, sort of the world to move through, and this is the view, side-on view. You move with your little directional pad. That's right, and then hold X, and you enter trance mode, and you can then spin the cube. You can also rotate it. You can rotate it, and then make your way around to get to your goal, essentially. But the sound, the level of sound design in this is really good. To get, you know, you get those little footfall pitter patter, even just that little noise, and then the mechanical sounds of the cube as it rotates. I don't want to do too much within this. I haven't finished it. I think I got about a half of the way through. I got to the third cube or fourth cube. I don't remember. And then that's the playthrough. That's how you get through the first cube, essentially, and you make way across a bridge. Oh, a sacred power. So again, there's those little mechanics in there which upgrade you, allow you to do extra things as you play through this. So suddenly we get a little bit of light back. That little ear, a little rotating cube ear, and you get the ability now to hold square and control a passed cube. So you can rotate the previous cube around, try and find a different way to do things. So suddenly, look, there we go. There's two doors. Oh, in some way I haven't quite lined them up. Or is it this cube that I haven't lined up? And that's how good the puzzles kind of are. You know, we can be sat here thinking about exactly kind of everything, how everything fits together, how you get back and get through this element to find the next, you know, that little triangle thing. How are you going to get that? How are you going to get the triangle thing? Well, actually, it's quite easy to get the little triangle thing now. And go back to those sort of two doors a little bit later on. But it just, I mean, it's just really good. A little bit of music just creeping in there as well, building on the atmosphere, allowing you to kind of just get a little bit more invested within the experience. And you know, it's not straight up puzzles. You're actually moving your character around to experience them, to take and change that perspective. So it just allows you, you know, to experience a very well fleshed out game. So yes, that is Kubrick by the _Burgervan. I think the three dreams that I've shown just all have a very high level of quality in terms of lots of different things, on the sound design, on the animations, on what you're actually doing, being engaging. I think that's a big thing with dreams. Sometimes you can find a cool mechanic, but being engaged with the experience to stay with it, and to keep playing through something, rather than it just being, hey, here's Here's how you throw something. Here's how you drive something, without that being within a much more fleshed out experience. Dreams can sometimes feel a little bit like just a collection of very odd experiences, and it's these bigger, more fleshed out games that that I'm leaning towards these days. So yeah, 3 very, very good experiences. What were they? Into the Unknown, Wind Up, and Kubrick. All, again, I think Media Molecule recommended. So you can probably jump into their playlist and find this level of game if that's what you want to do in Dreams. So that's it. 3 very good experiences. 3 excellent playthroughs for me. 3 games, or 1 game at least, that I haven't finished, which is Kubrick, which I think I will do at some point, maybe now, in fact, while I've got some time. And another 2 games which I'm kind of keeping an eye on, waiting to see if anything else happens to them, waiting to see if they're brought back to life by sort of the additional levels and things being added to them. So you can, again, follow users, follow creations in Dreams. It's just such a good set of tools, of social elements, and of games to be able to play. So come to outoflives.net to look at other videos. Stay on our YouTube to look at the other videos on Dreams that I have made. You can see lots of the experiences, or you can suggest stuff to me at Nova_47 on PSN or on Twitter. For today, that's everything from me. Take it easy. We'll see you soon. Bye.
www.outoflives.net